trying to figure out why Emily would choose to share her single girl experiences with Brandon's friends.
When you figure that out, please let me know because
How
that
does she think
was,
he's going to feel?
I have no clue. Maybe it was the alcohol talking.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today, we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 17, episode number 3.
But before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that like button and that subscribe button because it helps us with the algorithm. And please send your comments as well. You see them at the reception.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're joyful. Emily is thrilled that Brennan likes um, what Emily is putting out.
Yeah, and then both.
However, he seems a little hesitant as it relates to that piece we talked about last week with her inexperience because she never had a real relationship.
Right, and I guess it kind of ended up being a surreal experience for both of them.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
just right off the bat.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
And I think that, from Brennan's point of view, I think despite that, he is still looking forward and excited to have the opportunity to make a life, moving forward with his new wife, Emily.
yes. They had a photo op. Family got together and they were taking some great pictures. And his father commented to her that since Brennan laid eyes on her, he hasn't stopped smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you could see the father-in-law is taken with her as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Emily definitely felt like she was very comfortable in the situation. There's no question about
Brennan believes that his margin of error are his parents
it.
and
Mm-hmm.
their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they set a high bar for him. He signed up for that task.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope Emily understands that they have a long way to travel
Mm-hmm.
and that she gets on board with that train that's going to be moving.
Yeah, but from my vantage point, I think Brennan did mention two others. I don't remember necessarily who he was talking to, but he says so far Emily has lived up to his expectations so far.
Yes.
So far,
Yeah.
but it's early.
She's a beautiful woman.
Okay.
So I mean, that's what the man sees. You
Yes,
know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
And
We are
she,
visual creatures.
right? She's hitting those numbers.
Right.
Even for his friends, you
Yes.
could see his voice are like, "Hey man, yada yada." You know how men talk about, a woman. You could see that's the kind of conversation his boys are having.
Right. Right.
We get that.
Yeah.
They're sitting at the table and she tells him she feels a physical attraction to him. And of course, he likes what he is hearing. He responds in a favorable way as well.
I think there was at one point in the course of the conversation, Brennan reveals. I don't remember who he was talking to that. His last relationship was 2 years prior to him being
Yeah.
married to Emily, and I think it came in the course of
Conversation with her girls.
exactly.
But when Emily and Brennan were talking, Emily brings up her bachelorette party. And
Why?
well,
Why?
she had to let him know because that's
Because it's
it's on
on
camera.
tape,
Exactly. She
evidence.
know what she's doing. She had to tell him that she was a little out there,
No,
and
but
he even made a comment, well, I she's the life of the party, and he didn't seem thrilled about the information that she was giving.
do you think? Okay, do you think she should have one given him that heads up, maybe off camera, or two done it on camera?
Well, it seems like Emily is not sure of what to say just yet
Mhm.
in a relationship. She is still of a single girl's mindset
Right.
to say whatever
Yeah,
she
she's
wants.
not used to being
And
married
she's
and
not used to, you have to,
choosing her words more
right.
judiciously, shall we
But
say.
the piece about the bachelorette party, she had to tell him because they showed
It's
some
coming.
of that stuff
Yeah,
on TV and she doesn't want him to be shocked
right.
when he sees her falling down drunk and
Turned
showing her
up.
bits and pieces. Melissa, one of her girls, asked him how long he's been in a relationship. And that
That's when
this is
I
when
said
he said
yeah,
it's
he
been two
right,
years
exactly.
and he knew it wasn't gonna end well. He ended it quickly.
Hmm.
And he has a habit of doing that.
Right. There's a pattern.
Yes, when he sees stuff is not going well,
He rolls out.
he rolls out.
Mhm.
So that's a red flag.
Yeah, because unfortunately, that's not how you know, can realistically expect to behave in a
Marriage.
marriage.
Right.
Don't work like
So
that.
I hope he understands that there will be some heavy lifting for both him personally and for him as a married man who's married to Emily as well.
Absolutely.
So there's that. Emily now, they show her meeting with his boys.
Yeah, Brennan's buddies.
And they're asking her, well, so how come you've never been in a relationship? Because they see a beautiful woman. So
Mhm.
what's going on?
Right.
And Emily shares with them, and she seemed like she was a little drunk. Her words were sort of slurring a little bit. She goes on to tell them that her past relationships were, really hookups. She didn't meet anybody who was worth having a relationship with.
Right, and that she hadn't been treated like she wanted to be treated in those
So,
relationships.
what does that tell a
I
man?
think a guy hears that, he thinks, well, she's just a hit it and quit it kind of scenario. I could say it in other ways, but that's what it kind of sends out in the way of vibes when a brother hears that.
I think she should not have said that
She should not have.
because
Guys don't want to know
they
that.
don't want to know that. They don't want to know about your past
Right.
unless they're open to ask for it. And, wait for the time when they ask. Don't share that information, particularly after you tell your husband that you've never been in a serious relationship, but you had quite a few hookups. What is even crazier is that she will tell his boys because his boys are gonna talk between each other and they're not gonna respect his wife.
Right. Not nearly as much as if she had chosen to keep that information confidential. Now, whenever they meet her, they're going to have one eyebrow raised.
And one of them gonna try to get with her.
You think so?
If they don't respect Brennan,
I don't think that they. Well, here's the thing. I don't think on the dolo they would go that way, but they could. There have been many a day where that has happened.
babe, the first sign of trouble, one of them gonna be reaching out and giving her a call. Oh, I just came to console you. You know how men move. Oh, I was concerned about you, and
Yeah, but that's foul though.
yeah,
That's foul.
yeah. The first time they get an opportunity, I see a clearing. They're trying to come through that door. I'm not sure what she gained by doing that, but this sets a thing between Brennan and his boys because of that information she shared with them, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, again, maybe it was the alcohol talking, but she needs to remember that she is now married. She's no longer single.
Baby girl, she talks about the handcuffs.
Oh, I forgot all about that one. Yeah, she talked about handcuffs that she brought with her, but with no keys.
She didn't bring the
And
key.
might come into play on their wedding night.
Need someone she could sit down with and have a talk to. So, baby, keep that on the wraps. You know, just, just reveal that as you go.
Look,
Don't show it all.
look, maybe maybe she needs to have a conversation with Claire's nana.
I
Huh?
mean, you know you got a little freaky deaky, but you could keep that on the wraps just for the right time. But pulling out the handcuffs because the first thing in his mind is who have you used these handcuffs on
Right.
that you know can no longer find the keys for it. Come on, girl.
She's selling all of her own tapes at a discount price. Zero.
I mean, I expected to have nice lingerie so she could use for a honeymoon, but handcuffs? and you're telling his boys about the past, and Brennan on it's gonna be, you know how dudes do. They start adding and subtracting and multiplying. It's not gonna go well for you. The expectation of a high rise decreases.
What kind of rise?
The expectation of a high rise decreases the more information this sister is laying out. This is a grown folk set,
It is.
right?
Yes.
The more information she leaks out
About her past.
about her past, that will do something for elevators and their
And
ascent.
what floor they go to? What floor things go to or rise to?
Oh, Jesus. Sometimes you have to have friendships outside of the circle you're dealing in so you can get some kind of wisdom and clarity. And
So
even though he comes along with the party experience, the information she shared with her boys is not going to settle well with him at all.
it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
It's not.
I mean, guys like to think of the person that they've been with is dudes like to think that they have um, a significant other spouse or whatever that has a relatively clean slate.
And even if they don't, that information is their information.
Right.
They don't need to share it with anyone.
Right.
That's the smart way to go. But this thing that my friend here is engaging in, who is she gonna have this conversation next with? His parents?
Yeah, this is from my end a lack of discretion on her part that may come back to bite her.
Oh, it not may come back.
Will?
It will bite her.
Okay.
We wish them the best, but I think this couple is the one to keep our eyes on. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I have no predictions because you
What
know
are
your past is your past, your future is something else. And once they get that together, once they get that resolved, perhaps they can go forward in peace. But I don't know. Emily just got to be mindful that she's no longer a single girl and her secrets are secrets and she needs to act accordingly.
what was my prediction for this one? Do you remember?
No,
I think and they'll let me know. Audience space will let us know. But I think I said that I didn't think these two would make it.
I didn't think that she would throw a bomb and blow up herself in the process.
Yeah, and in some ways he may come to the realization that he may have married a hookup.
That sounds so crass, but that could possibly happen too. I know certainly that's not far out of the range of thinking for not only him but his boys as well.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be crass, but I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you that that could be a possibility, right?
Yes, yes, and I'm sure she's much more than that.
Right, of
But
course.
if she puts that as the first thing out the gate,
Exactly. If she vibes that right from the start, then where does she think that other people should go? Should go with that.
I don't know, more will be revealed. But I wish them the best.
Yeah, me too. And let me say this, I think that best would involve a lot less alcohol.
And it's not cute to watch a woman fall down drunk, I'm sure.
No,
That ain't cute
no,
at all. She can get fall down drunk with her husband at the house,
right?
but in public, ain't a good look.
Nope, no.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yep, that's exactly where it should be left.